Project Drive Safer now with another tale of the most ticketed man in Milwaukee. Montel Brown has racked up more tickets than anyone else over the last decade. There is a law on the books that could have taken him off the streets, but as we discovered, it is a law police say they can't use, and prosecutors have chosen to ignore. Montel Brown has racked up so many tickets.
Oh yeah, you are revoked. Currently, it's because of your driving record. It's pretty awful, to be honest with you.
His driving record is a surprise even to seasoned police officers.
Oh my goodness, what is this?
In the last decade, Milwaukee Police wrote Brown a ticket 115 times. He is the #1 repeat offender in the city.
Maybe step out of the car because you're revoked, okay?
All that earned Brown an elite status among the worst of the worst drivers in Wisconsin, although he would deny doing anything wrong. You talk about your driving record?
Well, I ain't got no driving record.
Montel Brown is what the state calls a habitual traffic offender. It's a dishonor earned after a dozen moving violations like speeding or running a red light, or for major violations like OWI, reckless driving, or vehicular homicide. It comes with a hard 5-year driver's license revocation. The penalty for driving again, up to 6 months in jail. But guess what?
I could just take your name. What's your last name, sir?
Brown.
Montel Brown has kept on driving, and he's never been prosecuted as a habitual traffic offender.
How do you keep getting away with it?
Brown got his 12th moving violation on June 20th, 2018, and became an HTO. Since then, he's been cited for operating while revoked 10 more times. TMJ4 News discovered the habitual offender law was never used because the way the law is written gives police no way to use it.
Do you think this could be helpful in getting these guys off the street?
Yes. It would be nice to have that, but as of right now, we're not able to use that.
Milwaukee Police Captain Jeffrey Sun explained how under state law, operating while revoked is nothing more than a traffic ticket and a fine. That lands the offender here in municipal court. But the habitual traffic offender penalties can only apply in a criminal court. It's a catch-22 that renders the HTO law largely toothless.
I see Montel driving, and he's getting away with it. Well, why should I have to worry about it?
State Senator Van Wangard has seen all our reports on Milwaukee's worst repeat offender. Now he feels compelled to do something about it, because the idea you can break the law this many times and face no real consequence is dangerous.
The word gets around, and when you have people that are repeatedly violating the law, and it's the same law, and they continue to violate it again and again and again and again, something has to happen to get it to another level.
That next level is fixing the flaw in the law. His office has drafted this bill making driving while revoked as a habitual traffic offender a felony.
That's a whole different ballgame, because now you're looking at jail time.
That brings us to another reason why these penalties are not being used. The district attorney. Even in cases where a habitual offender has landed in criminal court, Milwaukee County prosecutors have chosen to ignore this law. An example of that, once again, is Montel Brown.
Did you know your driver's license was revoked?
No, yeah, I knew that.
Due to your OWI conviction?
I ain't got no OWI conviction.
In February 2021, Brown was picked up for driving while revoked because of an OWI conviction. That made this a criminal charge. But a check of court records shows the DA's office never applied the habitual traffic offender law. In May, TMJ4 News asked for an explanation. A spokesperson for the Milwaukee County DA emailed us this, quote, "I would agree the enhancer could have been used in that case. And based on what we're seeing here, there are other similar cases without that HTO enhancer being added." But when TMJ4 News last month asked John Chisholm's office to sit down and explain why that is happening, he refused. Their explanation came in another email saying they don't need to use the HTO law. Quote, "The revoked driving cases that are charged criminally carry a 12-month potential jail sentence, which is generally sufficient exposure."
You shouldn't be driving. You know that, okay?
Montel Brown didn't get the message about sufficient exposure because here he is again in November 2022. driving while revoked after an OWI for the second time, and put into handcuffs by the same officer who cuffed him 20 months earlier.
You know what's crazy? You had took me last
I did?
and went down 42nd and Capitol.
So why you still driving?
We checked, and Montel Brown was not charged as a habitual offender for that stop either. Senator Wongard's bill would make the penalty for what we saw Montel Brown doing up to 6 years in prison. It was introduced in Madison for co-sponsors about 1 hour ago. You can see all of our past Project Drive Safer stories and share your ideas with us. Visit the website, projectdrivesafer.com.